Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for round 4 of the 2020 ESR Academy Series. That's the Lamborghini SuperTrofeo here at Circuit Zolder of Belgium, Belgium. Alright, let's see who else we've got in here. This looks like Matt Higgs. Hello, Matt Higgs.
Hello.
Hello, we are live. Just gonna wait here for. Should be joined shortly by Cole McRae.
I'm gonna fire up Twitch real quick.
Fire up Twitch, okay. That reminds me to let you see something. There you go. Let you see that.
ESR_1.
What you firing up Twitch for?
Can I hear myself?
Ooh, looks like Sith. Oh, we have Josh McLaughlin in here this week. Should be good fun. He really put the smackdown on the field in week 1, but mistake dropped him back, so he has not returned since, but now he's here.
He did the practice race at Misano with the 3D Speed Series last Wednesday. And he took the Jaguar. He was the only car he left.
Well, week 1 at Monza here, he stormed away to a big lead, but then he had to pit because he was low on fuel, and dropped all the way to the back and fought his way back up to, I think, 3rd or so in the end, so very fast.
A lot of talent here.
Yeah.
Or soon to be talent.
McLaughlin's super fast, Sith, very fast, Foster, Garen, all very fast. Nice to finally see them all here together.
A GT3 car, a decent time is about 28 or 29. That's a really good time. Fastest guys are in 27s. So they're not too far off. They might be hurting with no TC. I'd say there's about 30 pixels on the screen. That's probably just Discord though.
What?
There's about 30 pixels on the screen. I think that's just Discord though.
Discord? Yeah,
Quality.
I have it turned down a little because Discord's rough.
Discord's rough indeed. Good news, the better the other stream is. On Twitch is doing really good. Looking good.
Oh boy.
Oh, what the hell was
Two
that?
cars just flew by. I'm not sure. Oh, is this possibly a server crash?
Uh-oh.
Lost connection to server.
Lost connection to server.
Wilt.
That's not good.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes that's just me. Sometimes that's just me. And it didn't actually crash. I just have to reload.
Party crash time engaged. It's cool.
Hello.
Cole coming in there with that ears rape.
The
Dude,
server seems to have crashed in the middle of qualifying.
I'm pulling a hard handbrake drift into this stream, saying wiggity wiggity what? Time for the ESR Academy.
What?
We're gonna engage Eurobeat mode in a second.
Yep, looks like it was fine, so we are back.
Ah crap, my soundboard isn't working. Oh
You are not allowed to hear the sound.
well. I was gonna pull a fat handbrake turn and pull some Eurobeat mode. Ooh, we're running at a fat 120p here.
No, that's about 60p.
Oh, sorry. I'd say it's more like 72 feet.
Ah, yeah, I was wrong. You're right there.
Okay, Matt, stop watching your screen. I'm gonna share my screen of his screen, and you
Really?
can watch
Because
that.
I'm watching the output of my stream and it looks pretty normal.
The output of your stream is just a copy of your video.
That's
How's that, Matt? I'm the only spectator of me. Wait, what? Ah!
Oh my god. Go back. That's hilarious. Looks like those elevators that have mirrors on either side.
Oh yeah, it's like an infinity mirror or something. My fat 37p.
Ah, that's good enough, right? You only need 30 p.
Dude, it's definitely a codec thing because I can see the text clearly in the bottom right and the left is clear-ish.
Ah.
We gotta stop watching.
Oh, don't stop there. Stop, David.
Well, it is just qualifying, but
Yeah.
there are definitely better
What?
places to so not running anyone's race.
I mean, minute to go in qualifying is about as critical as you get.
No. No.
I'd be pretty angry if someone stuffed me or blew my lap and I had was on a quick one.
It was well off the racing lane, it looked like.
Barely.
Oh well, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn.
Learning is for hosers. I'm here to reinforce my established stereotypes to a crowd of hee-hawing sheep. Coffee. So this is Zolder.
Yep.
Yeah, Zolder definitely.
I knew it, I was just testing you guys.
I know. I'm smart.
All
Or so I
right.
think.
Yeah, I'm so smart.
Well, looks like
yeah,
McLaughlin's
this is
wrapped up the pole here, pending incoming laps, but let's see, is Garen even out on the track at the moment? Nope. Lycudis is done as well. Palmer up there. Foster, alright, Foster dropped down a little towards the end, down to 5th. Same with Sith, he was up in 2nd earlier. Down to 6th, then Bennett, David Nelson, can he get another one, down in 8th. Howell Biuno is back. James Picha Hemian. Wow, rough qualifying for Hemian, who's sitting 2nd in the championship and has been up around 3rd almost every race. Gonzalez and McIntyre.
That is rough for Cliff. You could say that his performance has fallen off a cliff.
Good.
Oh.
Probably. Surely that means he just never really got in a full lap.
Matt, your side gives me power.
Not again. Oh no. Alright, qualifying's done. Just waiting for it to take over.
Sorry, what?
Just waiting for it to take over. Shout out to Andreas Lucidus.
Lycudis, apparently.
Lycudis.
I still have nightmares
All
sometimes
right,
about
3 fastest drivers in
mispronouncing
3 sectors.
I actually should take the SuperTrofeo around, see what I could do.
Ayrton, could you help me out here and tell me what position David Nelson qualified in?
David Nelson, 8th.
Okay. So he's about mid-pack this time.
About 8th or so, usually where he's qualified.
The stream resolution is going steadily down. I'm now at about 6p.
Or, is it
Well, let me...
stuck again?
stuck again? No, it looks fine.
Let me
It just
try
got
that.
better. Oh, where's better?
I
got
upped it.
better.
I had it down low as to not put too much stress on the other things I'm, streaming. But let me try bumping it up to that.
It just went from 6p to like 16k.
It was previously at 720, which is odd, but I put it up at 1080, so source. I also bumped it
beautiful,
down
looks
from.
better.
I also moved it down from 60. Didn't really need to be there, down to 30 frames per second.
You could put it to 15 if you wanted to.
Hopefully that doesn't impact too much else. Anyways, I'm seeing 16th place bloody. Oh no, didn't set up qualifying. That's why he didn't show up previously. Okay.
Yep.
Zolder, love the track.
I'd like the track to. I've driven it so many times.
Fun enough one. It's got some interesting, not as intuitive corners, but it's got some really good ones too.
McLaughlin, I don't remember if he was in that livery at the first race, but
He was not.
nice.
I believe his livery was blue. earlier,
Yeah, it was more just like a dark gray blue, if I recall correctly. This is a bit feistier.
The Lamborghini Mint.
Alright, I think we're going to see a lot of actions out of positions 3, 4, and 5 on the start. 3, 4, 5, and 6. They've all been pretty aggressive at the gun.
It's gonna be a bloodbath, I think.
Let's hope
Hopefully.
not. Don't want to see anything you ruin races early on. There's plenty of time for that to happen later.
Well, like Kudis, Palmer, and Foster are within 7 positions of each other, so it's not a huge deal. Unfortunately, that also means there's about 40 points in between all of them. So, like, that's just a handful of positions.
Yeah,
so.
The one who might want to see a bit of chaos here is going to be Hemian down in 13th.
Oh yeah. Or probably also McIntyre. I mean, Hemian is second, but McIntyre has been kind of robbed a little bit on some of these exchanges. Did he? I assume he also didn't settle out.
Probably not. Well, they both
where
set
did,
laps, but far off the pace, so it didn't look like either of them got a clean lap in.
Where did Bilotti go?
I think he dropped. That previous timetable was just showing, must have been that he'd been in here at the start of the session, but...
I see.
Yeah.
Here, you can switch it back to 720p. As soon as motion got introduced, the quality dissolved again. Just ends up hurting the extra.
That's better, you say? Interesting. Well, anyways, are they off? Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They are now.
All right, Garen kind of got the
position.
jump there. Hopefully, there's no penalty.
Well, it doesn't look like it, or else you would have gotten
All right, McLaughlin is holding on though. Is it all clean through turn 1? Looks like it is. Got some action back here. David Nelson. Still in eighth.
Got past Nelson. No, he's down to turn 11. Bad start.
I think he's still in 8th.
He's going up for that. Okay. So he's actually battling with Powell.
Yeah, remember ACC's little director does not like starts of races. Anyways, Lakudis going into the chicane. Is he looking? No, backs out. Probably safe.
Well, it was a 40-minute race. The race literally just started, so making any too bold of moves is
Ooh,
slightly
Larry
discouraging.
Foster. I know Larry wants to get up there. Couldn't have been happy with this qualifying. Yeah.
So he's up a position on Palmer.
Yes, indeed.
Looks like, I think 4th place.
I don't believe so. It looks like, I don't think that's Palmer back there. That Palmer's driving a black car. Oh no, you're right. No, it is.
Yeah, no,
That's him.
Sith is in the black car. Alright, McLaughlin's starting to stretch it out a little.
Ooh, this is too tidy. I'm bored.
This is good.
Where's the
Take
missile?
out. Take out. take him out.
Can you introduce missiles?
Yes, but only unguided. You gotta
Right.
aim.
Unguided rockets. That'll work better, I think.
Well, aren't like javelin spears? Aren't those technically missiles?
Javelin spears? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I've heard them described as missiles. We should equip all the racers with 3 javelins.
Oh, Sith is .000 behind the other guy.
Ryan Bennett, it looks
Oh.
like he made a move. Wait, no, that's incorrect.
Maybe he got by him for one?
Sith has been here. Hemian,
Maybe he's
meanwhile.
got path.
Oh, Hemian is in a new looking car this week, no longer brown.
I like that blue.
What? Cliff, no! What can Brown do for me?
Apparently nothing.
Lenny face.
Alright, Garen's hanging strong with McLaughlin.
I changed my team. That's his,
Yeah, I like that. Deal with it. So John Picha gets thrust back into 15th place after a pretty nightmarish start.
He is. I'm seeing here a replay of an incident involving Picha. Let's take a look at this. Uh-oh.
That just got dove on. Ended up shoving it back, but that ruined it for him.
Yeah.
So that's Gonzalez that hit him. Luckily, it didn't seem like he got too far back, but didn't
Is he
cause
gonna
any
repay the
happy
favor? Nope. I'm gonna stick it back.
In the Wednesday Series practice race, McLaughlin had a pink Jaguar, and Magus was... Livery's like, please change that livery.
Why?
I guess he has something against pink cars.
No, Mike's
Just
not
pink
very.
Jaguars.
Mike's not very comfortable with his sexuality. I see. It's okay, Mike. You can open up to us. Kimo Sith hot on the tail of David Nelson. Seems pretty calm.
Nope. He is ahead of Nelson.
Okay. Man, I was talking about how I loved watching these guys evolve. I was hoping they would evolve slower than this. They're becoming too consistent.
They're
Need more
gonna be
chaos.
Easton.
What do we mean? They're gonna get 4 penalties a race?
No, they're not gonna get any penalties, that's the thing. That's
Hmm.
being right there.
Are you sure you know yourself that well?
I didn't get 4 penalties on the race, I got 3.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I got the drive through for track limits, then I got speeding in the pit lane penalty, then I got another speeding in the pit lane penalty.
Well, you know, I was hoping they would try to get faster first and then cleaner second.
Ooh,
But
Picha.
John Picha
Oh, John.
overruns turn 1. But it's good. But they're getting consistenter,
Oh.
and then
That's Palmer around
Palmer?
Foster.
Palmer around Bennett. Very nice.
Around Foster. Alright.
Foster.
And now he's going to hunt Foster.
Oh, he already Foster. We already hit a Foster. That was Foster. you
Yeah,
passed.
that timing isn't showing it correctly.
He got by Bennett in the turn before. We just caught the end of that.
Let's see,
Oh,
this is a
something
little
happened.
replay of him going around the outside going into the first chicane. Nicely done.
It almost looked like Foster went around him, but went slower. That was kind of an interesting maneuver. So up to 4th. Larry Foster has not been a pushover, although he does outbrake him so slightly into that turn. It seems that David is kind of coming into his own, at least on Zolder.
Where's he been the past few races?
He's been
About
around.
6th.
He was on the podium last week, I believe.
He was on 4th. He was on 4th last week.
Yeah. So he's been hanging up around, well, where he is right now.
Well, most of that has been due to other people crashing. A lot of his successes come from You know, just tortoise versus the hare scenario, just being calm.
I
and
feel like you're
driving
thinking
with
of
your
David
ability.
Nelson. Palmer's had some good speed.
Oh, that's what I meant, Paul. I also meant Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Although the more
Oh,
inches,
here
the
they go
better.
again.
Larry, Lenny face.
All right, Foster takes
Yeah.
it back around the outside of turn 3, I want to say. Perhaps Palmer might have made a
Yes.
mistake there because that's more
He's
than just
falling way back.
yeah, that's more than just a pass for Foster.
I think
Palmer
he
has
might have.
completely
They might
lost
have cut
touch.
the chicane and unbalanced.
Or he ran wide.
John Pija into the pits. I think he might be retiring for the race.
He might just have had some damage from that earlier contact, and maybe he's been hanging on, but finally decided he needs to get it fixed.
I don't know, it didn't look
He's
like
been
hearing
sitting
damage.
there for a long time, so we'll see. Okay.
Thank you, director.
Director's enjoying
Like
smoke
Kudis
break.
up in third. This is probably a good spot for him. He's had so much trouble with just issues coming up in races that, hey, 10 minutes in, you're sitting in third, you're not winning, but you're within the striking distance, just keep it clean. Let
Well,
things
Hopefully he
happen.
doesn't.
Well, if you graphed like Kudis' progress on a line graph, it'd be pretty much just a straight like y equals mx plus b like linear graph upwards. First race did not finish, second race 13th, third race 5th. So if he can finish third, that'll be another sizable jump up. Although there's plenty of space in between him and Garen up front. John Pizza's still not left the pits.
Yeah, let's see what Garen can really do here. You don't. It's hard to judge someone sometimes when there's no one in front of them. You don't always run your fastest unless you're chasing something. And she's been up front at the start of every race, but kind of just had it to herself. You never really seen if she had to push, but now she's got McLaughlin out there leading the way. Let's see if she can keep up.
So it's John McLaughlin, correct?
Josh.
Josh?
Josh.
Okay. Well, his name isn't on the standings sheet. So, just trying to sort that out.
Maybe his first name is Jay.
Like Jeff.
Yeah, G off. Or J as in J-A-Y.
True.
Although Jay McLaughlin doesn't make sense. Doesn't sound right, at least.
Okay. I don't mind the name Jay.
Ow!
He's also a jet plane.
Is he? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, oh for sure, bud.
Airton, can I smack Cole?
Yeah,
Do it.
do it.
I want it.
Let's take a look. Looks like our closest fight is Nelson and Beano.
Nelson.
No, Beano's looking up the inside.
Yeah, this is Beano, you're right.
Pino.
But Nelson shuts the door in his face. No solicitation.
Oh, getting a nice run.
Oh,
Got it
that's
done.
something do you know?
There's a guy whose name is Alex Bammed guy.
Oh man, here we
Yeah.
go. Running into Terlenbach. Keeps it.
Too clean. And I'm glad we didn't invite Byron. He wouldn't have anything to say.
Byron, come on, let's go.
Actually, take that back. Byron. Oh no, Beano outruns himself immediately, giving the position back to Nelson. That's the game that you play with Nelson.
The highlighter green Lamborghini. Sad days.
Could have been worse. Although it looks like John Pizza's out of the pits. Either that or he's completely retired.
Could have left the server.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, he's sure he's still on the server. Maybe he just.
Well, he's 3 laps down. I don't know of any single repair that would have taken that long.
Yeah, I might just be sitting in the pits. But
Oh, but there's no
well,
pit
this is
flag next to
definitely
his name.
looking to be Garen's big day. Second place is 45 points. She currently sits 38 out of the championship lead. And, I mean, you've got Nelson and Hemian really languishing back there in 8th and 10th. That'll pick them up enough points to stay just ahead of her, but that lead is going to disappear.
We're seeing David James into the pits now. And John Pizza has somehow crept his way back up to... Oh, never mind, just kidding. Looks like he's still in the server, though. It's still counting his laps.
Yeah, I think he's out on track. Yeah. So, whatever he was doing in there, he's back out.
Last lap, 6 minutes.
Oh,
54.
no.
Beino again. Oh, no, buddy.
See if we can figure out what happened there.
Looks like you just spun. Overcooked it.
Okay.
I like overcooking it.
This is a
It tastes
replay.
better.
Overcooked stuff.
Going into
Oh, I guess I'd rather overcooked than undercooked.
going into the little...
Oh, yep.
Yep,
If you
yeah.
cut that chicane too
That is
much,
exactly how the SuperTrofeo acts. So much over rotation in the chicane.
if you cut that chicane too much, it'll bounce you up
Yeah.
and not
Turned
only
around,
that car,
waited
but like,
for a nice gap, so well done.
Sausage curves. The death of
no,
every
it's not
race
sausage
car.
curve, it's just a dip.
No, there's a sausage curve there.
But when you go over, it's not really a sausage. Come on, Cole, you should know what a sausage is.
No, they're definitely sausage curves. Whether or not they
Cole,
feel,
Cole.
whether or not they feel.
Colt, he's saying it's not the sausage curve that forces that spin.
Yeah, no, yeah, but he also just said that they weren't sausages.
That's... no.
Yes.
Never mind, moving on.
Anyway. The lines of these Lamborghinis are very interesting. We're getting some really interesting light glints off of the reflective parts of the car. Almost makes it look like flashing lights of some description.
Got a real fight back
Is there-
here with
is there
Hemi
Matt
and Howell
Howell?
and Gonzalez. Someone hit a cone.
I think that's Howell.
Yep.
So Hemming is clawing his way up slowly. I want to say but surely, but we don't really know that for certain. Wow, Ryan Gonzalez getting a really good advantage under braking versus Matt Howell.
It was a bit of an over-eager move that kind of hurt the exit.
Howell's also not in the standings for some reason.
Let's see, incident with McIntyre.
Looks like Beino again.
You know, had caught back up to him, and
Makes a very sketchy pass, but worked, I guess.
yeah, that was a bit sketchy on both their parts.
Looks like McIntyre messed up the corners slightly, but Beino definitely made an interesting passing attempt. It worked out though. Oh, what happened to Garen? Garen's way down in time.
I mean, her gap back to third is the same. I think McLaughlin's just really starting to stretch it out. Also, what is going on with this?
I don't know. I can't see hardly anything. So I'm relying mostly on
Not sure what's happening.
your timing descriptions. That's fine. Not the biggest deal.
No,
I
it's,
guess that's just Discord.
no,
Well,
it's the game itself.
Well, ACC is not the most well-optimized game of all time.
Well, that's it. It says it's running at 60 frames, but this is like 10 frames.
Oh, Rachel Garen getting really sketchy on turn exit of turn 3, I believe that is. That
Gonna
was.
have to do a quick reconnect here. See
Oh,
if that
no.
fixes it. This is
I'm gonna also connect to the game so I can just have backup.
much better. Okay.
Huh.
I mean,
It
I don't
doesn't
know
look
how
any
to
better for me.
I don't know how to connect as a spectator, so
You just gotta. You just gotta type in the spectator code, which is 4646.
Nope. Not it.
Care to enlighten me?
Sure, I'll message you.
Got something against me.
I'm gonna message both of you.
Oh, makes sense for so random people can't come in.
That would be why.
Camera, come in and spectate. Okay.
4 seconds on blocking the camera.
No, he's definitely pulling away. They were not neck and neck. Oh, Rachel Garen's going sideways. Ooh, we're covering it. That's why you're Foster. My bad.
Sorry,
that was,
everybody. False alarm.
that was very sideways. Oh my goodness, what an event.
But Garen is definitely falling back a bit. Just she's losing touch with McLaughlin and Lykutis is really starting to track her down. Well, let's take a look at these lap times here. See what we can see. Garen's last lap was a 1:34.8. McLaughlin's was 1:34.5.
I think the timetable will show all these.
Lykutis was a 1:34.5. In fact, yeah, Lykutis ran the fastest lap of anyone. Oh, actually, Foster 1:34.4.
Hell yeah, Larry.
So Garen is falling off a little bit here.
Maybe she gonna gain her footing. Maybe she just got what's the word I'm looking for?
Against the passer.
Distracted or
Right.
So the chase is on from Lykutis.
I guess I'll also stream.
it's not looking so bad now. There we go.
Cole, the Twitch bandwidth upload is really hurting when you start trimming that.
Alright.
And it's back up to green. Okay.
Ah, yeah. That sounds well. Sound of freedom in Italian.
In Italian.
Sound of a
Foster can hear. Lykutis. Halfway there. Although, just when we say that, let's take a look at Sith, who's very close to Palmer.
Living on a prayer.
Sith is
Looks
in
like-
a tasty David sandwich at the moment.
So it appears that Garen has successfully stopped hemorrhaging time to McLaughlin in front.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gaining anything.
Yep, in fact, she took about a 10th out of
Well,
Lykutis in
actually,
that lap.
as I say that, she loses half a second.
A whole lap, oh my.
What? I said half a second.
He was making a joke.
Oh.
I got you, Ayrton, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I guess I get it.
Because when he takes over, when he crosses the line for other people, it says +1 lap.
Oh, I didn't see it. It's
Are you
too
watching?
blurry.
Okay.
Ooh, Lykutis is taking a big bite out of Garen's second place. Down to under a second again.
Oh, no,
No, I'm
looking at someone else.
I'm watching someone else.
And that's the problem with two streaks.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
fine.
It's fun to me. Don't worry about it.
Not worried.
I will come there and smack you myself.
Do it.
Then we get ice cream.
Yay.
Ayrton can come too.
Ooh, Rachel Garen gets really sideways on the second or third chicane.
I wish you could use the auto director, but like, you could maybe move.
Sith is all over Palmer here this whole lap. He's looking at the inside. Alright, I think that was just kind of a little fake out move.
Ooh, like Kudus takes a big bite out of Garen, setting a 3/10 faster last lap.
He's tracking her down.
A little bit, although he almost immediately loses that again in the start of the next lap.
It's okay, I do that too.
Oh, Palmer messes up, catches it, but Sith gets by.
So now the Davids will be battling.
David Supreme.
There's a giant gap between David and David. 13 seconds.
What do you think that is?
Garen's
So
definitely
meanwhile,
holding steady above Lycudis.
Actually, Garen took a big chunk out of McLaughlin and Lycudis. She was down to 5 seconds up front and 1 second behind, but she seems to put a second out there somehow. Although she did seem to mess up her lap slightly. She was on her way to setting a best lap, but is now 3/10 down.
Well, let's see what this lap time comes in for McLaughlin. 1:35.0.
Ooh.
Yeah, not good. Versus
It's gonna be-
1:34.5. Yeah, that's half a second down for Garen.
And Lycudis was 8/10 down of Garen,
Yeah.
so
So maybe
great
Garen had
lap.
just overheated her tires, had to back off for a few laps there, but she's stepping it back up.
Martin sends a message to check stream chat. John Picha going through the second chicane gets ooh, that was scary. Ends up corralling it. Nice save from John Picha. David Palmer and Ken Smith save. Still duking it out. Chemosith. My apologies.
That's a badass name.
Chemosith.
Cole, do you have an OnlyFans?
OnlyFans? I can neither confirm nor deny that. Why do you ask?
Oh, Memox commented on the stream. He said, I heard Cole got an OnlyFans account. You scared him away.
All things are pretty spread out here. Looks like the moment the closest fight.
Sorry.
Still Palmer hanging on to the back of Sith.
Sorry, I had to go and delete something. No concern of yours. Wait,
Your
what?
only subscriber is Memox. Hey Martin, how do you know you got an OnlyFans account? Did you subscribe?
Martin, if you say anything, it's gonna be bad.
You must
You.
pay extra.
Yeah, your rates are gonna go way up, my friend.
Get that bank, sis.
Oh, John
Oh,
Pizza
let's-
spins, final turn. Looks like he came into contact with David Palmer, maybe?
Palmer is
David Palmer
around.
spins too. No,
Oh,
that's
no,
the second game.
that's a different chicane. My apologies.
Yeah, it looks like he had the same problem as Big Lino.
So Picha is seeming to be struggling at this track. A few spins, or a few almost spins.
Oh wow.
I would have definitely
Garen
got
is
drive
6.3
right now.
seconds back now. So now McLaughlin
Yeah.
has returned.
Although of
Blocking
note,
is on another level.
like Kudus has not gained any towards Garen. Oh, that's
Oh.
John Picha around.
There's still a Lamborghini off.
What? Where? Oh, Picha back to the pits.
Here we are watching Lamborghini go through turn 3.
What? I didn't know
Another
those were allowed.
Lamborghini in behind.
Lamborghini in tow.
Woo!
Tommaso
Wow.
Bellino.
Yeah, McLaughlin's dropped his lap time down to 34.1. It's a full second a lap faster than Garen and Lakutis are running.
Tommaso Bellino now in a fight for 12th against Sam McIntyre. They're going through the hairpin.
These two, how did Bellino fall back behind McIntyre?
That is what I'm trying to
Maybe
figure
he
out.
spun again?
Must
Or he
have.
went off?
Looks also like Cliff Hemming was having some problems. He's down to 11th. I believe he's up into 8th.
No, Hemming's back in 11. This has not been a good week for him.
Could have sworn he had made up some positions at one point.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, not great though.
No, you're right.
Currently tracking down Ryan Gonzalez. Making some great progress.
Bellino running real wide there.
Oh, this is a great track. It's a little bit of an odd choice for these SuperTrofeos. I mean, I suppose the theme of this series is trial by fire. As who is that?
Or trial by Lamborghini.
Matt Howell makes a spin in the second chicane. Allows Hemian and Gonzalez by.
McIntyre just went through the first chicane, so can he recover?
Yeah, Howell's fine.
Good.
Alright, Hemian moves up one more spot. Looks like Sith has made it by Foster for 4th.
Look at that. Meanwhile, Lykutis is hot on the tail of Garen
Oh wow.
for second place, down to 1.2 seconds, and as I say that, he makes a mistake and starts falling again. Oops.
It's the
Although-
commentator's Kurtz. It's
although it looks-
active.
Yeah, Lakutis is definitely turning it on here.
He sees red.
Yeah, it's the car in front of him.
Ayrton, can you smack Cole for me?
Do it.
Can.
Do it. And McLaughlin is just gone, setting a 134.4 for his most recent lap. Oh, as Sam McIntyre spins in turn 1, forfeiting 12th position to Tommaso Bellino. Rachel Garen is hot under fire. Andres Lasutis down, or Lykutis, sorry, down to a third of a second.
Interesting.
The button to expand the track map. There it is.
Yes, there's your answer. Oh, is there another Lamborghini off? Go with the yellow flags.
Is there another Lamborghini? Not seeing any yellow flags currently.
Turn 3.
Back behind this fight, it looks like 4th, 5th, and 6th, Sith, Foster, and Palmer are also getting pretty tight.
Yeah?
Come on, director.
Hemian's also right behind Gonzalez.
Yeah, I was just
Oh.
looking at that.
Oh, Lykutis!
Oh, 988 is up! That's
Lykutis.
No.
Lykutis.
Oh,
Bit of a
Rachel,
bold.
you
Oh,
can't do that.
I
That was
mean,
sketchy.
I think she can because she got forced off.
The 988 is
Yeah,
up.
you
I
get
don't know who
advantage,
that
though.
is. It's McIntyre again. McIntyre is again off.
Meanwhile, Garen is dragging along the elf fuel sign. Oh my. Not good
It's
for
a
Arrow.
souvenir. It looks like it's sliced into her car.
It is absolutely stuck. The thing
I
is
wonder if
gonna-
she knows.
I think you
on
can
my
probably see it.
screen it isn't there, so it's a client side thing. Cliff Hemian putting the hurt on Ryan Gonzalez, down to a third of a second as well. Keep you updated. Oh, and he makes a lunge on the outside. Very clean pass. Although Gonzalez isn't keen to let him have it.
Oh, here we go.
Just
4th,
back
5th,
up.
and 6th. All in a row.
Martin asks he needs a link for the OnlyFans.
And John McLaughlin has officially lapped Tommaso Bellino.
Palmer looking a little bit up the inside. Doesn't make a move though. Gonna hold it here. Looks like Lakudis is still a second behind here in the second.
Oh, Ryan Gonzalez bottles the last chicane. Cliff Hemian is back up to a third of a second. Kuda's back down to a third of a second as well.
Come on, Andreas. Put her in the wall.
Put her in the wall.
Let's see if
She struggled around the last chicane too. It is now nose to tail. Andreas Lakudis and Rachel Guerin.
State of art racing.
Yeah, right.
oh, come on, Andreas.
As we-
You've got the speed. Just
As,
wait
as
for a
we
good
enter lap
opening.
21.
Oh, looks like she missed the apex there.
Oh, it looks like Lakudis did as well.
No, I think Garen's just running wide there like he should.
Meanwhile, Sith heavily under fire from Larry Foster.
Oh, slow through there. Andreas.
Yeah, not a good run out of that turn for Lakudis.
That's an important turn. You can't run too wide though.
Meanwhile, Matt Howell in 11th is catching up heavily to Cliff Hemian, who's getting held up by Ryan Gonzalez as they enter the final chicane.
Oh yeah, sure.
He's had a couple of looks and has not been able to put it completely together. And Matt Howell is devouring the gap, setting almost a 7/10 faster last lap than Cliff.
Wait, is
So-
what's his name? Ryan in that pink Lamborghini?
Yes, that's right. That's
Oh,
right,
Ryan.
So they both passed Sam McIntyre.
Andreas looks like he's caught back up.
Ooh, and Hemian makes a clean pass through turn 3. Very nice.
That's how you. That's a good move. Catch you up to Tommaso Biglino.
Although Gonzalez tries to take it back, under braking into the first chicane. Very clean pass, but ends up blocking a little bit hard. And wow.
Oh,
What-
Howell's coming in.
That was bold, but he made it work, and it was very clean as well.
Yeah, and with all that fighting going on up there,
And now
Howell.
Hemian's going to try and give it back. Nope. Oh, Gonzalez butchers the second chicane. Oh, Howell is eating them alive. But now he has to also make a pass attempt.
Oh, looks like there's someone off in the first chicane.
That's Sam McIntyre.
Is he stuck in the trap?
No, he's.
No.
Yeah, he's off.
Oh, Hemian bottles the hairpin, trying to go around the outside of Gonzalez. Ends up losing this astounding amount of time as he butchers the exit.
In our third fight, it looks like Sith has opened up a decent gap over Foster, who still has Palmer on his tail. Meanwhile, with all that fighting, David Nelson has closed about 5 seconds on that trio.
Oh, can we get a shot of that, director?
Nelson? Yeah, he's in 7th. Just coming out to first chicane.
Yeah, Nelson was a good 14 seconds back. Now he's only 9 seconds down. So
Ooh,
I
Palmer
don't
cuts
see
his
that going anywhere, but
Palmer cuts the second chicane and loses a huge chunk of the run-up.
meanwhile, Lakudis keeps getting within about a third of a second, but then drops back a full second. Can't quite seem to find a way around.
I just switched to Lakudis just in time to see him bottling the
Here we
third,
go.
the final chicane.
This
Oh,
is
not
Hemian.
Is Gonzalez gonna go back at it again? Wow, that is a pass and a half. Good job.
Way to go, guys. Top-notch racing here.
Excellent racing. Man, it looked like Hemian just had it in spades, but Gonzalez is putting the pedal to the metal.
Alright, 3 minutes to go. Maybe 2 more laps of this. Could just, I don't know if I can hack in, call him audible, maybe add another 20 minutes onto the timer.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Ooh, Cliff is beating
boy.
that gap back up again. It seems that Sam McIntyre gets disqualified.
Not sure what happened there.
I'm not sure either. I think he might
Did
have.
he drive the wrong way or something?
I have
I
to
don't
wonder
know.
if, yeah, maybe he was so far off track that he was trying to get back on, but his car was going slightly, backwards to the track, and maybe that disqualified him. I suppose we'll have to check in after. Alright, Hemian. Meanwhile, this is important because he's currently second in the standings, and as they run, he would drop back to third behind Garen. At any point he can pick up here, we'll keep him up there in second.
Points are important.
Oh, looks
Like
like
Kudos
Kudos,
back-
yep. Right on the tail of
back down.
Garen.
Back down to a third of a second gap.
Oh, Hemian, meanwhile, showing there's nothing between him. Guaranteed side by side.
Oh my gosh.
Hemian
And Gonzalez takes it back under turn 3 yet again. Looks like he has this zone down in spades.
Certainly Howell caught right up to this group with the way they were racing, but he hasn't been able to make it by them.
I would be scared if I was him, because they are fighting so hard that, it might be better just to wait for one of them to make a big mistake.
It looks like
Well,
our
crashing
fight
the other one.
between 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm not sure if someone made a mistake, but that's completely opened up.
Yeah.
Actually, Foster must have made a mistake, because yeah, he dropped back, and now Nelson is only 1.6 seconds behind him.
So Nelson might make this up on Foster.
Let's take a quick look there.
Meanwhile, Rachel Guerin has put some time between her and Andres Lecutis.
Oh,
Up to
look.
over a
Oh,
second.
meanwhile,
Unfortunately.
McLaughlin is 13 seconds out front, so
They're now coming up on Tommaso Bianino. Might be a bit of a speed bump.
oh yeah,
See what
McLaughlin is actually about to catch our wild 3-way fight.
This is the last lap.
Although, with the gap he has, I'm hoping McLaughlin would just ease off here and, not really run him down. Although,
Ooh.
even if he tries, he might not catch him in this last lap.
A spin in the hairpin. That's Chemo Sith, 5th place. Causing yellow flag.
Oh boy, who got by him?
Larry-
That was
Larry
Palmer.
Foster and David Palmer got by him.
Palmer got by, Foster's on his tail.
Larry Foster is gonna have a lap to try and make a move.
David Nelson not too far back either.
And another spin in the first chicane. Matt Howell. P11.
Matt Howell, after hanging on to the back of that group for so long.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Gonzalez is in front of Hemian still.
Man, what a race between Cliff Hemian and Ryan Gonzalez.
And Foster's going for the pass on Sith for 5th place. Oh, got a little wiggly there. Had to back off.
Meanwhile, David Nelson is having a.
Yeah.
He's got eyes on the
Oh,
prize.
and on top of
oh,
it,
no,
like
Andres
this.
Lecutis!
Yeah, he had closed
Sorry.
the gap down again, but I mean, I'm sure he saw that was perhaps his last opportunity, and although it
Got a
really wasn't.
little overeager.
Okay, well that
David
takes us back to
Lost
Foster.
concentration.
Well, he'll still hang on to 3rd handily.
It's Hemian and Gonzalez. Pass. The flag bearer is waving a checkered, but
Well, where is the
it
leader?
must be for McIntyre.
The leader's behind them, so yeah, they've got one more lap to go.
McLaughlin. So Hemian's got one more opportunity. Oh, makes a slight bit of a dive under turn 2, but backs out.
And Rachel Guerin comes home in 2nd.
Ooh, Gonzalez butchers the turn 3 exit. Oh, Hemian gets side by side, but has to back out. Sorry, that was turn 2. My bad.
I think your stream is well ahead of ours.
We're just watching Ryan Gonzalez and Cliff Hemian fight still. Yeah, we are.
I'm not really watching your stream. I'm just tuned in to the spectator. I'm just spectating myself.
That's what I mean, and you're like a couple seconds ahead of us there.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
That looks about the same. While watching your stream, comparing it to my live spectating.
Oh well, last lap here. Let's see if it Cliff can dive down and maybe put Ryan Gonzalez on the wall.
Zach Bennett finishing 8th. David James 9th. So it's up to Ryan Gonzalez and Cliff Hemian.
No, he's too far back.
Yep.
Well,
Unless he does a really ambitious dive.
no.
Oh, actually, almost
He maybe
did.
wanted it. He ate up some good time, but Ryan Gonzalez is going to hold on to 9th place in
Way
this
to go,
4th
guys.
round of the ESR ACC Academy. David Palmer, that was hardcore.
All right,
That was some
so
really good racing
McLaughlin, the dominant win. Rachel Guerin,
Hopefully
a
we can see-
hard-fought second. Really under pressure, a lot of that. That's impressive to see. Like Kudus,
Definitely.
3rd place. I think that's his best result of this season. And while he didn't quite get that pass he wanted, it was a solid race. Almost entirely mistake-free aside from that last lap spin.
And a solid fight too.
David Palmer, meanwhile, wow, he was in fights the entire time and came away with kind of the best of the rest. Not bad. Kimo Sith in 5th place, hung on in front of Larry Foster. David Nelson went from 8th to 7th, so got one pass in that race. Otherwise, he was mostly on his own throughout all of it. Bennett in 8th, as we said, Gonzalez 9th, Hemian 10th, Bino 11th. And
Oh, well, I guess that doesn't make sense. Backwards, I thought it was, but Sam McIntyre ends up behind Bellotti,
interesting.
he being disqualified.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how that's possible.
I think disqualification is worse than not starting, mayhaps.
Maybe. Hopefully we'll see all these guys in the next ACC Sunday series.
Oh no, McIntyre has exited his car and is storming towards the stewarding office. I think he has a bit of a fight to pick with him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, we've got some
There's
incidents here. Let's take some quick look at these replays. This is like Kudus going after Guerin. So a little
Ooh,
aggressive
bump.
up the inside, kind of bumped to the outside, and I've no
That
doubt.
was about that was midway through the race, about right.
I said
Yeah.
the racing incident.
Absolutely, and yeah, I can't fault Guerin for cutting there. You're right, she might have gained a little, might have needed to back off, but I definitely can't fault her for, essentially cutting that turn when you get bumped like that.
Yeah, and I
So-
can't exactly blame her either. Maybe she
This
just
is-
didn't see him
This
dive down the
is
inside.
a
That's
little
Cliff.
bit of bumping action between Hemian and Gonzalez. Not too much.
That was
there.
a nice pass. I mean, a little bold. There's a lot of really interesting moves going on between Cliff and Ryan. I
Seeing
had a great
another-
time watching it.
That was
That was the last lap. That was like Kudus going around.
that was interesting.
I don't care when he spun.
I thought he lost on his own, but did he possibly
look-
tap the back of her? Which
I don't
upset his
think
car?
so.
No, I
it
think
looked
he
like he
just
just lost it.
over-rotated. I think he just
I
broke
think
too
he,
suddenly.
yeah, I think he, in attempt to stay off her rear, had to brake a little extra hard. Guerin, interestingly, actually, although there might have been contact there, the way Guerin then kind of cut the turn makes me think she got a little hit from behind that pushed her in too far. We're gonna find out.
So it's-
Yes, there was absolutely a hit there.
Maybe that plus SuperTrofeo caused him to spin like that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah,
so
big
So with
time.
these results, Guerin will definitely make up some time on Cliff, or some points up on Cliff, but she's still going to be about 15, 10, 12 points behind, and still got a ways to go for David Nelson.
Yep.
But
Guerin
will
should
Cliff
have
be at-
147 points to David Nelson's. Let's take a look here. He finished 7th. He will have 165. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hemian, though, in 10th with 16 points, will only have 146. So 1 point behind Guerin. So We enter, I believe, 2 more races to go in the season. Garen, after some pretty ugly opening rounds where she really didn't score anything despite dominating, has moved her way up into second and clearly has her eyes on the leader now.
And in the commentary booth, welcome Larry Foster. Larry Foster placing 6th in our most recent race. How's it going, Larry?
I finally got it to the point where I almost didn't spin.
Almost.
You had some good fights going on. Yeah, some good laps set.
We were at the end here, and Sithin had lost it in front of me, and I almost caught him at the line. I bet if I had another 50 feet, I'd have got the one place up.
Yeah, you finished 7/10 or a little under 8/800ths of a second behind him. So yeah, you had some pace going on.
That's paint job thickness, man.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have stripped off the clear coat in the front.
Let's.
I think that's a good idea.
Definitely a good run. Everybody did great. We stayed together. We stayed apart. You know, the only problem I kept having was every once in a while I'd hit that second chicane wrong, and it would just make the car silly, and had to get it back again.
We had quite a few incidents in that second chicane.
Yep, I've been taken advantage by that turn one too many times.
One thing we're really impressed with the academy is that how rapidly people seem to have gotten a hang of the SuperTrofeo cars. They're not the most stable things, but you guys have made some great progress, and there's been some great racing. And welcome Josh McLaughlin,
We
our
have put a
first
lot
place
of
winner.
time in on this.
Our Aussie friend.
Hello.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
The
New Zealand.
practice has
He's New
definitely-
Zealand.
The practice has definitely been worth it, Larry. Some good racing here.
Yeah, we have all been at least, I would say 3 times a week, and at least 2 hours at a time. Just before the server shuts down and flips over to qualifying, we all kind of bounce out because the temperatures start to get low.
Yeah, well, it definitely shows. It definitely shows. The practice is well worth it.
Yeah, we figured out that little trick. When the temperatures start getting low, the car gets squirrely, and I think that's kind of what was happening late in the race here today, too.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought about that.
I found it easier to set quick lap times in the cold conditions. I don't know, that doesn't really make sense to me, but it
Yeah,
does.
but it's just you, Josh.
Yeah, cold track's never a bad thing.
No,
Well,
he
it can be.
really when he at one point he messaged me and it said the track is 19. I'm setting fast laps, and I was like, no way. And I was looking, I'm like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did 1:32.8 on 19 degrees track temperature.
Yeah, it's interesting because Josh, you really started pulling some blistering times around the 2/3 of the way through the race, maybe the 19th lap.
I mean, that's the fuel load I've been practicing with,
Oh,
so
makes
that
sense.
really helps. Yeah. So if you practice with maximum fuel or minimum fuel, you don't get the feel for the car in the middle. You only get the feel for the car at the end. So.
And that makes sense. Well, you
Josh,
certainly.
you're on fire today.
Thank you. I mean, it's my second race, but.
I was gonna say, I think you're gonna be here for the next race, or back to school?
No, I have a scholarship exam, so I will not be able to make it.
Bummer.
Lame.
And we
Yeah.
have been pushing him for that. Every time he mentions it, it's like, shut up and go away then.
Oh, dang. Oh, what do you mean? He's-
Ah, damn, the fastest guy is not going to be there. Damn.
What a shame.
Ah.
Hey, I mean,
No.
Rachel's not far off.
Well,
No.
the thing is, most people don't understand that Josh is actually in high school. He sounds older than he is.
Yeah, he's
So-
17.
Exactly. Get out of here. Go learn.
Are you sure Josh McLaughlin isn't just a pseudonym and your real name isn't the one and only Scott Dixon?
Ooh, you never know.
Oh, now that you say
Yeah.
that, I hear it. Oh man.
You know, now that I think about it, I've never seen you two in the same room together.
I wonder why.
So I'm not saying anything, but you know.
That's illegal.
Got that Superman syndrome going on.
Hopefully we'll see you guys in the next ACC series after the academy finishes.
Oh yeah,
hopefully.
Stepping up definitely. And I have to say that let's throw Justin a bone here. He has taught us a lot. He has explained this car, and like I said, with all of us working together, we have worked it out. We're starting to understand it better. And just as a side note, we were messing around the other night, and I ran this car at Zandvoort in AC. We're at a regular Assetto Corsa.
Mhm.
I was 2/10 between this game and that game.
Wow.
That's pretty
So
good.
That's consistent.
Same track, game for game, car for car.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
people
nice.
say the physics are different, but I mean they might be different, but they feel the same.
That's good. The next race is at Misano.
Ooh, that's next Wednesday series race.
Yeah. So how are you guys feeling about that?
Mazzano sucks.
I would say definitely not my favorite track, but it's one of those that you just have to put the time in as usual.
Definitely, and welcome Andres Lykoudis, our third place finisher in the last race.
Hi, how are you guys?
Doing great,
Hello.
Andres.
It was a very
Okay,
clean,
thank
fun
you.
race to watch.
Gotta
Okay,
say,
thank you.
we're-
Yeah, I think we had two drivers that were really in a different level, but Josh and Rachel did really good, and I tried to keep the pace up to third or maybe fourth laps, but I said no, I can't follow the rhythm without breaking the car or maybe damaging the tires, so I had to ease a little bit, and Josh could continue with his pace, incredible pace, but Rachel was starting to slow down, and but
Mhm.
finally we had a good battle, very clean battle, but I couldn't pass her.
Yeah, I was
Well-
gonna
Close.
say you might be shortchanging yourself because you were holding on for a good long time. For several laps, and you got really close a couple of times. We were definitely on the edge of our seats for most of that.
We were cheering you on there, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Rachel was an odd one because I don't know if she was kind of overcooking her tires one lap and then lifting off the next and back and forth. She was kind of yo-yoing back and forth between first and third. Would take a bite out and then lose some time and then back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, that's right. And well, we even had contact in lap. I don't know if it was like 16 or 17
Mhm.
when I was a little faster in a chicane. But nothing happened. Maybe she didn't see me. But
We saw
Also,
that.
right,
Looked
was
like just
really
a
clean.
racing incident there, yeah, but no one
Yes.
was worse for wear.
it was really fun.
Do any of you have any a perspective on John Picha? It looked like he got disqualified, and we were trying to speculate.
McIntyre
as to
got
why that
disqualified.
happened.
McIntyre. So
McIntyre.
McIntyre was sitting
McIntyre, my bad.
at the first chicane off
Mhm.
track. Looked like he may have been AFK, and because he was off track, there was a constant yellow flag.
Okay.
So
I was
Justin
thinking that.
asked him to, get off the track, and then he didn't, so he had to be disqualified to clear that yellow flag. It was
Ah,
unfortunate
okay.
for him,
Okay,
but it does make sense from a racing standpoint.
Well,
that makes total sense. Yeah.
We were wondering what was happening there.
That's why.
It was around turn 3, right?
it was the first chicane, yeah.
First chicane, correct.
Yeah,
Well,
do it.
Do you have any thoughts about the next race in the series, Andres? At Misano? Sure.
Misano, look, I just had a race on Wednesday. It was a really new track for me. I really couldn't get a good time in there. So I had to practice. Well, the idea of the academy is to learn, so it'll be really good. Even if I
Yeah.
have a new track.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Masano's pretty much new to everyone. ACC is really the first thing I've ever seen it in, so no one gets much experience with it.
Well, it's normally a
I'm not
motorcycle
I'm not
track.
very good at Misano.
Is that in race room?
No, definitely not.
I'm not very good at Misano.
It's
Well, the popular consensus is that it's no one's really favorite. So we'll have to see how people will get through it, and could make for some good racing.
It's challenging.
yeah.
It'll be challenging for these guys.
I would say for the most part, that track is more of a timing and feel track, which means, once you get a good lap down, you just kind of build on it. But if you don't have everything just right, it starts to get annoying. you almost watch your times just fall and get longer and longer and longer. Like I said, it's not my best track, and it'll beat you up if you're not careful with it.
Oh, for
Really
sure.
tricky. You have a lot of braking in the middle of the corner, so
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those that you'll find the limit of what you can brake and turn at the same time, but it's frustrating until you get it right. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and then the Lamborghini SuperTrofeo, that's probably a punisher.
Yep, definitely will
It
be.
fares better with mid-engine cars though than front-engine cars.
I mean, the SuperTrofeo is more like the Porsche than a mid-engine car.
That's what I've kind of heard.
That's what it feels like. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it feels like.
Luckily, he chose it rather than the GT3 Cup.
I gotta say, you guys are being put through the ringer a little bit with these races. Some very interesting track choices that are wouldn't say bad, but definitely more challenging. Yeah. Brands Hatch, Zandvoort, Zolder, of course.
You know, what
Misano.
is Spa though?
Spa would be fun. That might be a little. I mean, we might see what happens. You know,
I
there's
suspect
always
we'll see some
possibility.
guys crashing in Eau Rouge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, bottoming out through there. Ooh no. The other thing that would be really cool to see is an endurance race, like one we've got to do a pit stop.
Yeah,
Like
well,
with
that's
the academy, or like
In the academy, yeah.
that could be something in the cards because it's an important thing to learn, and
It is, yeah.
I mean, in the Sunday series, that is by and large where all the penalties come from. So
yeah, don't
never
remind me.
hurts. Never hurts. Oh yeah, Matt's had some experiences with those. But it's it's definitely an important thing to learn, and then tire conservation, how much fuel I need to take, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that'd be good to learn in the AC Academy, rather than, I don't know, 3D speed or whatever.
Also, maybe Spa isn't the best example for that because that is an absolutely nightmarish pit at least in Assetto Corsa.
Oh, it's the longest pit, man.
It's about 17 miles
Oh,
long.
yeah.
The pit lane's like a quarter of the track length.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
you
believe it.
enter here, you exit over there.
Yeah.
Normally we measure pit times in about 90 seconds, 60 seconds. That one's gonna be like about 5 minutes.
Yeah, you'd think it'd just be a normal lap, eh? You know, just like
Exactly.
124, 124, 125, 124, you know.
Yeah, exactly. 357. Interesting.
What's 357?
I was just saying that's one of the laps. So that's the lap you pitted in.
Yeah. I'll let you put it in.
Oh jeez, everything's dark.
Well, all right, lads. I think that was a very excellent race. Hope we can have another one just like it next
hope so.
week. Really glad
thank
to.
you guys for put it up online. That to watch it back is a chance for us to learn.
Yeah.
I always
know,
find it cool when I can see myself online. It's like, hey, look, it's me.
Hey, look, Dad.
I made it, Dad.
Thanks there have to go to Ayrton for figuring out the streaming thing and getting the Twitch, all that stuff set up, and helping Martin organize that kind of thing. So
we did it.
tip of the hat to the boy over there.
And Justin.
And Justin. Well, Justin set up the series.
Justin taught me a lot about Twitch as well.
Justin's doing all the hard work.
Never mind, I retract that. Thank you.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up this stream here. This has been week 4 ACC Academy at Zolder.
If you like this, please make sure to subscribe, comment, and visit us at esr-race.org. What? Aren't there subscribers on Twitch? Follows?
Something like
Follow
that.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Absolutely.
Join our OnlyFans, ESR Race. Wait, whoops.
Yep. Anyways, we'll see you back here Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Have a good one, y'all.